Okay, so here's the thing. Things have been changing lately. I'm moving. Yep. Again. I don't know when it happened, but I somehow turned into a moving YouTuber. But the problem is, how am I supposed to cook something to fuel up for this hectic day of moving, film a video, and somehow finish the move today when all my kitchen tools, pots and pans are already packed, except this microwave. So today's challenge is this. I have to survive and cook every single meal using only a microwave. The rules are simple. First, no reheating leftovers or using pre-made meals. That means I have to cook every meal from scratch using raw ingredients. Second, I can only use whatever leftover ingredients I still have in my fridge. And lastly, we're gonna be quick because we only have 6 hours left before we return our key and we still have so much to do. So let's make our breakfast, and nothing better than starting the day with pancake, but using a microwave.
Greased up hair, Elvis stare, jukebox dreams, coke glass, neon flash, soda shop scenes. We ain't chasing the clock, now we're tearing the seams. A leather jacket, kind of magic, stitching up the schemes. Party like it's 55, baby, no rewind. Twist and shout in the moment, leave the future behind. No filters, no frills, just the rhythm and the grind. We ain't looking for tomorrow, tonight we're unconfined.
Okay, seriously? It took me a while for me to believe that this is actually kind of working. Appearance-wise, it's obviously not the best because I can't create that golden crispy surface using microwave, but it really smells really good. Look at how fluffy this is. Let's see how it's gonna taste. This is actually pretty good. It's soft, spongy, and the taste is pretty legit. It's only made in 1 minute and only mixing required. Compared with the banana pancake that I made in my last video, this is way better. And it takes way less time to make. Yep, so sorry for this weird setup, like eating a microwave pancake at the corner of the living room on top of a moving box. Because the rest of my living room, it's pretty messy and I don't want to show you guys. I'm gonna finish my breakfast real quick and I'm gonna do a little bit of pack up. See you guys at lunchtime.
She wears lavender perfume, it cuts through the air. A flower in bloom with a thorny glare. Sweet as sugar, but she bites like a blade. A pastel dream in her renegade parade. Daisy chains around her wrist, loaded words on her lips. Lavender guns and daisy chains.
Okay, now it's currently 3:15 and we're gonna pick up our U-Haul at 4 o'clock. So we basically have no time for cooking, but we have some leftover rice and bacon in the fridge, so I think it's a good time to use it up.
Oh, you never said goodbye to me. Whoa, you left your sweater but not a key. Oh, you always ragging on the way I dream. Whoa, guess I was smaller in your sea. Oh, I don't really care if you leave. Oh, I'm finally
Do you know how hard it is to make omurice rice on a stovetop? The egg is always broken and it's hard to wrap around the rice, and this is as failed as is. Some people online can make perfect omurice rice using a microwave, but I don't know, I followed the steps exactly the same. It just failed. So I used some ketchup to cover it up a little bit, but 3:24. It's basically less than 10 minutes. So what else can you complain? Wow, look at the cheese pool. I didn't expect that. After a bunch of heavy moving, a spoon of rice just hits the spot. Oh, I have to admit that this is kind of cheating because I'm using some leftover rice that I pre-made by myself. But you can also get some cooked microwave rice from the convenience store. Although the omelet part is failed, the melted cheese just elevated the entire thing. This is so good and high protein too because we got eggs and bacon. I don't know if bacon has high protein. I think it's more like high sodium. Okay, we're gonna finish up this real quick and we have to pick up our U-Haul.
Saddle up, the rodeo is over. Hurry up, they close down the saloon. Take me to the place where all the cowboys go to stomp their boots and kick 'em off in do-si-do. Fiddle song, stomp your boots, cutting up and cutting loose. Barnyard, hold down, hot hay, sparks flying across the floor. Hold me tight, give me more. Ain't no way we ain't gonna get along with a fiddle song.
Hi guys! Luckily, everything is going pretty smooth. It's only 6 right now. Basically, I got more than an hour to finish my challenge and clear up things from my fridge. I have some spaghetti and a little bit of bacon left, and also got half pack of chocolate, but it will be a bit boring if I just eat it alone. So I think I'm gonna make a dessert out of it. If you wanna know what, I'm not gonna tell you, just keep watching.
In the quiet cove of twilight's bliss, where moonlight
Sorry, my Italian subscribers.
paints your silhouette, I brush the stars, your gentle kiss, a tender touch I can't forget. In the realm of a midnight's fantasy, dreams of you, just you and me, breaths tangled in sweet harmony, a dance lost in a different reality. In the echoes of the falling night, your laughter lingers soft and light, a longing that feels just right in the arms of my midnight fantasy side.
So here's our official last meal in this place. And I made carbonara. It's actually my first time making spaghetti using a microwave. Hopefully it cooks through. And a microwave brownie. Honestly, this smells so good. Let's try the spaghetti first. It actually cooks through. It's amazing. It's al dente, which is not too soggy. The only thing that I have to complain is that it's not saucy enough. But honestly, I prefer cooking it using a stovetop because it basically spans around the same time. Okay. Let's try the brownie. I accidentally create this crispy top. I don't know how I did it. Oh my god. This is so chocolatey and so delicious. Oh, I would like to take the whole thing out. Let's see if I can take it out. 1 second. Come on, come on. Not gonna lie, this actually looks like a brownie. It's so dense and it's also a little bit moist. I love it. Okay, that's the end of the challenge and it's also my very last day here. I've been living here for almost 2 years and I'm finally leaving.
It's funny, when you know you're leaving a place for good, suddenly everything feels a little more special. Things you never really paid attention to before, you start looking at a little longer. And even though there was a time when I couldn't wait to leave this place, now that I'm actually leaving, I think I am going to miss it. You always think you're ready to move on until the moment you actually have to, letting go of what was and taking that first step towards what's next. But somehow, every step towards a new chapter feels a little heavier when you know what you're leaving behind. Maybe that's what moving really is. And just like that, it was time to say goodbye. But how can the new come in if you never let go of the old?